Hi rock fans, hi everyone. It is now time to choose my top 5 favorite rock albums. This time it's from the year 1973. And I think 1973 was it was a good year. Uh, One of the good year from the 70s. Not the best maybe, but a pretty good year. And there were many good albums really released during that year, like Elton John, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, David Bowie, Aladdin Sane, Alice Cooper, Billion Dollar Babies, Leonard Skinner, pronounced Leonard Skinner, Mike Oldfield, Tubular Bells, Ringo Starr, Ringo, just to name a few. But I have to choose only 5 albums, and I think I made my choices. So here we go, and I'd like to know your opinion, of course. So at number 5, the album I pick is the Who Quadrophenia. Maybe higher for some of you, but still a great album anyway. Of course, this is a classic concept album, and there are real good songs here, like The Punk and the Godfather. What else? Have Had Enough, Sea and Sand, of course, Love Rain Over Me, 515, The Real Me. So, pretty good album, a classic album. So, Quadrophenia at number 5. Okay, let's continue with number 4 and number 3. Could be switched, but I think I would go for Led Zeppelin Houses of the Holy, which is not my favorite Led Zeppelin album, but it's still a classic album, of course, and there are real good songs here, like the title track, of course, the song remains the same. The Rain song is such a beautiful song, one of my favorite. Over the hills and far away, No Quarter, the ocean. I really like the ocean too. So Led Zeppelin Houses of the Holy at number 4. Let's continue with number 3, which is Paul McCartney and the Wings, famous Ben on the Run album. Uh, I love most of the tracks here. The title track, first of all, Ben on the Run, of course, which is a classic. Jet, Let Me Roll It, Helen Wheels, 1985, Mrs. Vanderbilt, pretty good album. Paul McCartney and the Wings, Ben on the Run at number 3. Okay, let's continue with number 2, which is almost number 1 for me. Sometimes it just depends on how I feel. Sometimes it's number 1, sometimes it's number 2, but at the moment I think I would say it's number 2. And I'm talking about Black Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, which is my favorite Black Sabbath album. And wow, you can go wrong here with tracks like the title track, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, Spiral Architect. Wow, what an amazing song. I love that song so much from start to finish. National Acrobat, Killing Yourself to Live, Looking for Today. Great albums. Black Sabbath, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath at number 2. And finally, at number 1, which is probably not a surprise for most of you, Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon. And The Dark Side of the Moon is not my favorite Pink Floyd album. I prefer The Wall or Metal to The Dark Side of the Moon. But I just listened to the album yesterday, and I just realized that compared to many other rock albums by many rock bands, uh, it's still a great album. It's much better than a lot of many rock albums. This is a classic for sure. And I love tracks, of course, like Time, which is one of my favorite Pink Floyd songs, On the Run, Brain Damage, of course, Any Color You Like, of course. We have Money, which appears on that album. I'm getting a little bit tired of Money, but it's still a classic, and the production is incredible. I mean, the sound quality is perfect. And this is my number one choice, Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon at number one. So that was it. I hope that you enjoyed, and I'd like to know what is your personal, personal top five favorite rock albums from the year 1973. So thanks for watching, and see you for my next video.